Hey, CrossFit Leverage. My name is Michelle Fumagalli. I am so excited to get things going with you guys with this Leverage Lifestyle Challenge. So let's dive right in, right? So we're doing this. Optimal health is equal parts nourishment, self-care, movement, rest, sleep. And we are going to be covering all of these things in the 30-day challenge. So this is the first piece of it. This is the nutrition presentation. We're going to start July 15th. And really my goal for you guys is to do just that, be better people, have healthier lifestyles, ditch the diet mentality, and really help you find healthy lifestyle habits to put into every single day. So what are you guys going to get? Every evening you're going to receive an email. It's going to have the next day's challenge, okay? And our goal is to complete or work towards or focus on that one challenge for that day. If for some reason you can't do a day, that's completely fine. Let's make it up for it the next day, but that means you're going to do two. So each day you're going to, if you successfully complete the challenge, you'll receive a point. So hopefully all of us will have 30 points at the end of the challenge. This challenge, again, is not a challenge where we're going to omit food groups or food or have guilt associated with eating or this food's good, this food's bad. But we're really going to improve and build upon your healthy lifestyle that you're already implementing. So I am here to help you guys out. Again, the Leverage Lifestyle Challenge, we're starting Monday, July 15th. It's going to end August the 13th. You're going to get this nutrition presentation that has the guidelines, reviewing the challenge. We're going to have educational materials, really just things to set you guys up for success. Snack lists, meal ideas. We're going to do a Facebook group where we're going to do all of the questions, concerns, wins. We can share all that there. You're going to get your daily email challenges, of course. And then we're going to do a Facebook Live Q&A. It's going to be July 25th, so it'll be on Thursday evening at 7:30, and we'll talk more about that in the Facebook group. A little bit about me. Who am I? Again, my name is Michelle Fumagalli, registered dietitian. I was at the CrossFit Games last year. I also played soccer at Notre Dame and professionally and in the U.S. And then I worked for Gatorade a couple years, and I'm also a mom. And a huge foodie at that. So I'm here to help you guys out in all those ways. So let's dive in, right? Healthy lifestyle. What does it look like? Some different pieces, and the challengers are going to have all different types of these. Regular exercise, you guys go to CrossFit Leverage. I'm assuming that, we're going to be doing that, but it's also the movement outside of the gym. So, the gym is 1 hour a day. How much are we moving those other 15, 16 hours of the day? So we'll focus on that. Our sleep. Are we getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep? We live in a sleep-deprived world. We need to get better at our sleep. So we'll be focusing on that a couple of days and improving not only the number, but the quality of sleep. Obviously, our positive attitude, we got to be happy, right? So kind of working towards a growth mindset, finding what makes us happy and doing that, and having a good relationship and respect for ourselves. And then lastly, nutrition, right? So this is a big piece to the puzzle, and we're going to mostly be focusing on this, but all the other aspects as well. But again, water, decreasing our added sugar, like having nourishing snacks, having balanced meals, listening to our body and our hunger cues. So all these things we're going to be talking about and getting better at. We were talking about the growth mindset. You guys are doing that right now. You're trying to improve yourself. You signed up for this challenge because you want to get better and you want to challenge yourself in different ways, and that's what it's about. So we're definitely going to be improving ourselves every single day and not being in a stagnant, fixed mindset. This challenge is about food freedom, right? So like ditching that diet culture mentality, the food noise that we see. Oh, this diet worked for Susie, and this person, Sally did this and it worked for him. We want to find what works for you. There's no perfect nutrition. I'm giving you guys guidelines, and that's just, again, guidelines, ideas, but maybe not everything works for you, and let's find something that does. Overall, I want a lifelong relationship with food to be a great one, because it's not for many of us. So that's why we're dishing the good and the bad food. But again, food is nourishing. Food is food. It's not out to get you. And then, again, self-respect. So here's the diet culture, right? Oh, they tell you need to be skinny. We need to look like this. We need a six-pack abs. We need flat abs. I don't even know what that means. But this is what we're hearing, right? And this is just ingrained in our brain. So we're trying to get this out of our head and know that, like, I do not need to look like this chick or this man. I do not need to lose 12 pounds this month. But, like, let's look at long-term health, and whether we do need to lose some weight, let's do it in a healthy way, and not get sucked into this diet. Usually with diet, guys, we are at such a low deficit, we just slow down our metabolism, and once we go off that diet, we gain all the weight back. So we're going to get rid of this cycle, as you can see, and trying to find more of a long-term health, lifelong lifestyle, nourishment, healthy relationship with food and yourself, etc., etc. So let's look at this diet cycle, right? We start a diet and we're restricting ourselves in XYZ. We're depriving ourselves in XYZ. So what do we want? We want all those foods, right? We're just like kids. What we tell ourselves we can't have, we want. So we crave it, or we have a weak moment, which we all do. We can't be tough all the time, and we give in, and we usually overeat that food, or also known as binging. And then what happens at the end of that? We feel really bad about ourselves. The only time we should feel bad about ourselves is if we steal food, and we're not stealing food. So let's get rid of the guilt. It was really not it was the diet's fault, not our fault. So I need you to know that as well. All right, so here are our goals. Right? We're improving ourselves, we're improving our health, and by doing that, we're improving the health of our families, the ones around us. And that's, really the bigger thing too, not only ourselves, but the families. So quality and quantity, we're first going to focus on quality. First focusing on quality, and a lot of times quantity works itself out, but let's look at the quality. Again, no nutrition is perfect nutrition. Here's a healthy eating plate. It is a guideline. Our plate doesn't need to look perfect like this. In a perfect world, half of our plate would be vegetables and some fruit. It's not going to happen all the time, and that's totally fine, but this is just what we're working towards, right? So a half of our plate is color, vegetables, and fruit. Half of our plate is high-quality starches, and a fourth of our plate is healthy, lean protein. So let's dive into each one of those. Before we do that, let's look at the Strong Nutrition Foundation pyramid. Water. It'll be in the challenge for sure. Water is the basis of the pyramid. It is so important. 60+% of our body is water. So we need to definitely be fueling ourselves and hydrating ourselves. Second, color, right? Vegetables and fruits. We'll get into that. Super important. We can't get enough of that. Protein, obviously we're all very active people. We know how important protein is. Starchy carbs, super important as well for energy and balance. And then of course we need some sweets or some indulgences, maybe some alcoholic beverages. Everyone's different, but like I said, I'm a huge foodie. I love sweets and I love a good craft beer or a good wine, but I do it in balance, and that's part of a healthy lifestyle, and that's what we're going to be working on. All right, so let's go into color. Like I said, you can't have enough vegetables. Color vegetables before fruit. I just say that because it's so much easier to get fruits than vegetables for a lot of us, because fruits are sweet. But how many vegetables are we eating a day? And with color, how many colors of vegetables and fruits are we eating today? Are we eating the rainbow? Because every single color and different vegetable and fruit have different vitamins and minerals they're providing us. So what vegetables and fruit doing? They're decreasing our inflammation, they're improving our immunity, they're improving our recovery, our energy, our fiber, helping with our poop. And yes, that's definitely an important part of the piece when it comes to health. So how do we get color on our plate, right? If we're going for 50%, raw veggies are the easiest ways. Raw veggies. We also can do grilled and roasted veggies. Perfect. Raw veggies, salads, snacks on the side for a meal. Super, super simple. You can dip them in some guacamole or hummus, but super easy. Same with fruit, of course. So all great ways. And remember, I will say frozen veggies are just as good as fresh. So there'll definitely be some days that you guys are going to have challenges to get more veggies in. Leaner protein options. So protein is key. If we can get it every meal and a snack, that is optimal. I have leaner proteins here, but there's also in the upper right, there's higher fat options. We can have these. It's not we can't have these, but we're just trying to go leaner more often. And then here's the protein, right? It builds and repairs tissues. It's building blocks, all the different kinds. It can be animal-based, it can be plant-based, and you can definitely fulfill your protein needs if you are a vegetarian. So no worries there. Again, here's just some other protein options. We have dairy, we have meat, we have fish, we have deli meat, we have eggs, cottage cheese, yogurts, nut butters, and the plant-based tofu, beans, chickpeas, lentils, peas, quinoa. Have been doing a lot of plant-based proteins. I'll do tofu like every other week, just again for variety. And protein content in food. I'd love to share this just to help people see what foods are higher in protein. We have like almonds. 23 almonds are only 6 grams of protein. Not too much. We will hit our protein needs if we are eating protein in every meal and snack, guys. So if we're doing a fourth of our plate, a third of our plate in protein, we're going to be hitting our protein numbers. So don't worry about that. And in our snacks, we'll definitely want to make sure we have some protein. We'll get into that. And then we have starchy carbs. A lot of people have been dissing the starchy carbs. Don't diss starchy carbs. Let's go for high quality. They're super important in our body. There's no reason to omit an entire food group. And let's keep these in. Here's some high quality starch sources. Like I said, quinoa, lentils, sweet potato, ancient grains, peas, beans. All of these notice have fiber in them. Even like brown rice, wild rice, all super high in fiber, and fiber just helps us feel more satisfied, helps with our bowel movements, helps in all different ways. So that's pretty much what these starchy carbs are, and that's what makes them higher quality. We can have potatoes, guys. I want to let you guys know that. White potatoes are fine. Maybe you have half a baked white potato and you put cottage cheese on it. It's a perfect way to get your starches in a snack or a meal. Where's the fat? Right, I get it. There's no place really on the plate for fat. Don't worry, it's super easy to get all the fat we need in our lives. High quality sources of fat: eggs, full fat dairy, avocado, nuts, nut butter, seeds, fatty fish. I do not, to balance, like I look to see, like obviously if I have a fattier breakfast, like eggs and bacon, it's fattier breakfast. Maybe I don't have a very fatty lunch, right? It could be the same thing with carbs. I have a starchy breakfast with oatmeal and nuts and berries. Then maybe I have a salad for lunch, things like that. But you're gonna get fat, and don't worry about that. I like to use olive oil, and then when I do use butter, I'll do it like as a finishing, so maybe in my brown rice or a little in the veggies, but just more for flavor. Here we are again with the healthy eating plate. Again, half of our plate, perfect girl, be veggies. Are we going to get that at breakfast? Most likely not. But if we do, awesome. And if we don't, let's get it in at lunch and dinner and try to get it in as a snack. All right, so here are some ideas to help build your plate. So, hey, look at the veggies and the fruit. That is your color area. Look at the starchy carbs, some other options. That's going to be your whole grain area. And then your meat and protein is going to be your other one. So you can kind of pick and choose. I want it to be super simple for you guys, and that's what it should be. We shouldn't be stressed about food or anything like that. All right, so here's just another version of the plate. 50% color, 25 starches, 25 protein. Again, these are guidelines. Our plate doesn't have to look like that every time. Like if you're going to an Italian restaurant, I would hope that more than 25% of your plate is starches. But again, how often do we go there? So again, there's the plate. Now let's get to snacks. Snacks are so important. I love snacks, but I don't see snacks as chips and cookies and things like that. Snacks are definitely nourishing, so let's make them that way. Remember, a snack is just a smaller meal, and vice versa. Multiple snacks can become a meal. So if you look at all of these snacks I have here, notice that they have some balance. I just had a rice cake with some peanut butter and a couple apple slices on it, and that was a snack for me. Trail mixes. I love Trader Joe's omega-3 mix, or I'll do some raw veggies with nuts, or raw veggies with a cheese stick. Again, they're all going to have some kind of protein in them. That's what I want when we're getting our snacks. Another snack list. You guys are going to be getting more snack list. Again, these are just all to set you up for success and give you options. So know that. How much should I eat? I get this question a lot. And you know what? Our bodies are so smart. We need to start listening to them more because they tell us when we're hungry and they tell us when we're full. We just have to listen and slow down a little bit. So, to do that, start asking yourself, like, rate your hunger. Like, how hungry am I from 1 to 10, right? And the goal is to stay within, if we think of our gas tank, right? And we want to stay between a 1/4 a tank and 3/4 a tank. So if we get below a fourth a tank, we get super hangry, probably going to eat too much and maybe not as nourishing foods. And if we get over 3/4 a tank, we're feeling pretty full and uncomfortable, and that could even lead to some guilt feeling, which we don't want either. So try to stick between a fourth and a 3/4 a tank. Toddlers, they are smart, man. We mess them up, just like I'll say our parents messed us up. They eat when they're hungry and they stop when they're full. My daughter had a cup of ice cream and she only ate half of it because she was satisfied and walked away. That's what we need to be. Know that food is going to be back the next day. They're going to be back the next meal. We can eat food whenever we want. We don't need to eat everything on our plate if we're satisfied. Okay, so we do work out. So I wanted to kind of go over some pre-workout, during, post. Sometimes all you need is water. Sometimes maybe half a banana. Sometimes maybe you need, some Ignite because it's a UR gym. And that's completely fine. It depends on the workout. If you're working out for an hour, might not need, too much, especially if you ate 2 to 3 hours before. But do know the closer we get to a workout, the less fat you need. So don't have anything too fatty before a workout. The more simple, the better, the closer we get to a workout. And that's just because we don't want our stomach to be upset. During can be water. During can be like half a scoop of Ignite, so it depends on what you're doing, how much we're going to be sweating, all that good stuff. But really, usually water is enough for me. Post-workout, as soon as possible, of course, we want to get something into our body. Hydration is key, especially getting super sweaty and losing a lot of electrolytes. Let's make sure we rehydrate not only with water, but with electrolytes. If we're going home to eat right away, just go home and eat. Don't worry about it. If we're going to be doing some errands, we're not going to eat for an hour or so, let's grab a protein shake or a snack with protein in it and have that because our body is just yearning for some good recovery nutrients at the time. So again, our goals, right? We're improving ourselves. We're improving our long-term health. We're setting ourselves up for success. And then by doing that, we're helping the people around us. So I am here to help you guys. Again, remember that we have the challenge starting Monday the 15th. You're going to get an email with more information. We're going to do a Facebook group. Please contact me if you have any questions. Super excited to get this started. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.